Think about the last time you took a photo. Whether it was a family portrait, a group selfie with friends, or just a quick snap for social media, chances are someone told you to say cheese. And like magic, everyone's face lit up with a smile. But have you ever stopped to wonder, why cheese? Why not apple or banana or some other food? And why do we smile in photos at all? The answer is far more fascinating than you might think. So today, let's dive into the surprising history of picture-perfect smiles and uncover how our relationship with photography and the way we present ourselves in it. Let's break it down, right here, on History of Simple Things. In the early days of photography, smiling for the camera was practically unheard of. Look at any portrait from the 19th century, and you'll notice something interesting. No one is smiling. Instead, people had serious, almost somber expressions, as if they were being told off rather than having their picture taken. Why was this the norm? Well, there were a few reasons. First, let's talk about technology. Early cameras required long exposure times, sometimes several minutes. That meant subjects had to stay perfectly still, and let's be honest, holding a smile for that long is not easy. It's much easier to maintain a neutral or serious face than to force a grin that might turn into a weird grimace by the time the shutter clicked. But technology wasn't the only reason. There was also a cultural aspect. Back then, photography was seen as a formal occasion, much like having a portrait painted. In fact, people often modeled their poses after classic paintings, where serious expressions were the standard. A smile, on the other hand, was often associated with silliness, drunkenness, or even low social status. The idea of looking respectable in a photo meant keeping your face calm and composed. And if you think about it, many of these photos were taken for significant moments in life. Weddings, family portraits, even postmortem photography. Smiling just didn't fit the mood in most cases. But of course, things changed as time went on. By the early 1900s, we started seeing a shift. Cameras were improving and exposure times were getting shorter. That meant people no longer had to sit perfectly still for minutes at a time, and suddenly, a quick smile was easier to capture. But there was something else at play: advertising and media. As Hollywood movies became more popular, actors and actresses became icons of beauty and charm. And guess what? They smiled a lot. This influenced how people wanted to be seen in photos. Instead of serious and stiff, they wanted to appear friendly, happy, and approachable, just like the stars on the big screen. During this time, photography was also becoming more accessible to everyday people. Kodak had introduced the famous brownie camera, making it easier for families to take casual snapshots. Suddenly, photos weren't just for formal occasions anymore, they were for fun, capturing life's everyday moments. And what better way to show joy in a photo than with a big, bright smile? So, where does cheese come into play? Well, this phrase is believed to have originated sometime in the mid-20th century. While the exact origin is debated, one of the most popular theories is that saying cheese naturally forces your mouth into a smile. That sound positions your teeth slightly apart, and the sound pulls the corners of your mouth upward, giving you that picture-perfect grin. Some credit U.S. politicians or celebrities for popularizing the phrase, while others believe it simply caught on as a fun, easy way to get people to smile in group photos. Whatever the case, by the 1940s and 50s, say cheese had become a universally recognized way to encourage smiles in pictures. But beyond tradition and habit, why do we smile in photos at all? It turns out there's some psychology behind it. Studies have shown that smiling not only makes us look happier, but it can actually make us feel happier too. The simple act of smiling releases endorphins, our brain's natural feel-good chemicals, helping to reduce stress and boost mood. Smiling is also a universal social cue. it signals friendliness, trust, and confidence, which is why people are naturally drawn to photos of happy faces. Whether we're capturing memories or just trying to look our best, a smile is one of the easiest ways to convey positivity. Fast forward to today, and smiling in photos is almost second nature. From school pictures to wedding portraits to everyday selfies, we instinctively flash a smile whenever a camera is pointed our way. But modern photography has also introduced new trends. While a classic smile is still the go-to pose for most people, some have embraced other expressions: pouty lips, smirks, or even serious model looks inspired by fashion photography. Social media has played a big role in shaping these trends, with influencers and celebrities setting new standards for what's considered picture perfect. Still, at the heart of it all, a smile remains one of the most timeless and universal expressions in photography. Whether you're taking a carefully posed picture or capturing a spontaneous moment, that simple cheese can make all the difference.
Did somebody say cheese?
With the advent of smartphones and social media, capturing and sharing images has become an integral part of daily life. Smiling in these photos conveys happiness, approachability, and positive social engagement. It reflects broader societal changes, including technological advancements, evolving social norms, and the influence of media. Understanding this history provides insight into how cultural practices evolve, and how something as simple as saying cheese became synonymous with capturing moments of joy. From the solemn faces of the 1800s to the cheerful grins of today, our relationship with photography has come a long way. What started as a formal, almost intimidating experience has evolved into something fun, expressive, and deeply personal. So the next time someone says, say cheese, you'll know that those two little words carry a whole lot of history. And whether you flash a big smile, a subtle smirk, or even a serious stare, just remember, every photo tells a story, and how you choose to capture it is entirely up to you. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.